everybody. We are back. Sorry, I've been gone for a little bit. Can't make any excuses other than I just have not gotten to this, and just a bunch of stuff going on and nothing you all need to know about. Just been a weird couple of weeks. Alright, today we're going to do a pumpkin, and it's a little jar with a little lid, and I'm actually going to put some lights in it, but I'm not going to do traditional colors. I've got 12 sections around here that I can go ahead and do some mica powders on. And I'm going to do purple, blueberry, amber, and bronze purple. And then for the lid, I'm going to use coffee for the stem and a light green for the lid. So let's get to go ahead and get this on here. And I'm just going to work out of these bags today. Normally I put them in a little something, but I think I can just do out of the bags today. And I've got it turned inside out. It just makes it easier to get all the colors on there. And then I can flip it back around afterwards. Okay, that's my 4 colors for that. And I'm just going to grab a brush and get to work. Now I'm going to alternate these colors, and I'll do the first couple with y'all, and then I'll come back when it's all done and I'm ready to pour. Just so you can get an idea of what I'm doing here. We're just going to, that's such a pretty color too. Hope you all can see that. That's just an amazing color. And whatever gets where I don't want it, I can always just wipe it off. It's got this inside part here, and I don't actually want color on that because I'm going to put some color in the resin. Get my paper towel here, clean my brush off. We've got a good coating there of that color. Now we're just going to alternate it. I think I want the blueberry next. Now we're just going to take the blueberry and do the very next section. Blueberry is making a little bit more of a mess for me. It's a much lighter color, but that's okay. It's still going to add color, and it will let the lights shine through when I put the fairy lights in here. And we're going to do that when we go ahead and pour the resin. We're just going to put the fairy lights around it on the inside. I'm just going to wipe up in between. Don't want these colors to mix. Getting them all over my hands. I'm going to have to, once I flip this, I'm going to have to wipe that off too on that side. Not that it'll hurt anything, but. Okay, so next color I'm going to do is the purple. Go ahead and brush that on there. And if it gets onto any of the parts that are already colored with the mica, it's not going to hurt. It's the first mica that's on there that's going to show. So I'm not going to worry if it overlaps or gets a little mica dust on there. It's the empty ones that you haven't gone over yet that you want to keep cleaned off. Okay. Of course, I'm getting mica everywhere. Okay, and the fourth color being the bronze purple. Go ahead and put that on there. Okay, so we are all ready to pour our resin. I just want to put a little bit of orange color in this. So I'm going to use the Let's Resin Orange alcohol ink. And I'm just going to put a few drops in here. It'll be a very translucent color, as I don't want it to keep the lights from shining through, but I want to give a little bit of orangey glow since it is a pumpkin. We're going to go ahead and mix that in. You just want to mix until there's no streaks. Everything's mixed in really well. I just put 3 drops in there. I'm going to go ahead and get as much of that off of my stick as I can. And I'm going to wipe my stick off. Okay, and it is time to pour. You want to pour slowly so you don't get too many bubbles. I mixed 200 milliliters, which is 100 of A and 100 of B. I'm going to pour all that in there. Should be about what this takes. Now the lid just takes 2.5 milliliters. So we're going to have to mix a little bit in a smaller container. Clean up that drip I made. Move that to the side. I've got a hair or something in there. You see something floating in it, you can usually just pick it right on out of there. Got it. And we're going to let that sit. We don't want to put the lights in yet because I don't want them to just sink. I kind of want them to stay where I put them. And now we got to mix up just a little bit for the lid. So I'm just going to use one of these small ones. It's going to be really hard to mix just 2.5 milliliters. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the lid with some UV resin. It's going to be quicker if I take the lid off. This bottle's just about empty, so we'll just get some out of here. It's a bit more than 2.5 milliliters, but it'll be okay. I can always use it in something else. Put that lid back on there. And we're going to just put a couple drops of the orange in here. We want it to have the same color. You always want to shake your alcohol ink before using it, otherwise it separates in the bottle and you'll end up with just alcohol and not ink. You'll have color, but it'll be mostly alcohol. And I need a stirring stick for this one. I'm just going to stir that color in and then pour it in there. Got quite a few bubbles in there, so I'm going to let that sit for a few minutes. Let some of them bubbles come to the surface and pop. But don't want a lot of bubbles in there. Meantime, just do a little squishy on the sides here. Make sure I don't have any bubbles. Give it a little tap. If there's any bubbles stuck in the bottom, they will come to the top. You want to be gentle with this. You don't want to end up getting it everywhere. We go ahead and pour that in. Well, looks like I need a little bit more, but we're going to cure that first. I don't want to make that too deep. I don't want it to not cure. Got my curing machine, my little UV resin light over here on the side, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there for 99 seconds. Alright, we are back and it is ready to demold. It is time to demold the pumpkin. So we're just going to work this off here a little bit. I got a phone call after I poured this and I didn't get back to it in time, so it got solid before I could put any lights in it. So we're not going to get it to light up, but it should still be really pretty. I just twist that out of there. There's the pumpkin itself. Super pretty colors. And I actually just broke the top off the little pumpkin, so I'm going to have to redo that. Let's see if I can get that out of there and fix it, because sometimes you can. Oh, that's still not cured all the way. That was done with the UV resin, so I'm going to see if I can stick that back on there. Getting my hands kind of sticky here. Didn't get the cure all the way through the stem part, apparently. Set that on there, and I'm just going to stick it underneath my UV. Over here on the side. Okay, I'm just going to stick it there in the UV that I got off to the side for 99 seconds. We'll just go ahead and pull that over here. dry and on there, and still see where it broke off though, so I'll probably need to redo this lid. Or I could leave it without the lid and make it into a planter. I could do that too. But I want to give you the general idea here what this is going to look like. There's a little groove here in the lid. And then there's one in the pot. And this sits inside that. So that's secure and flat. This would have been perfect for lights because it's got that pretty iridescent colors in it, and it's translucent. But you could always put a tea light in here, one of the battery operated ones, or could even just take some, let me see where I put those lights at. I could also just take tea lights, fold them up, and set them inside. And these tea lights have 3 settings. They have a flash, a slow flash, and then light. So you can do that. Or you can put it on a light base. And you'd have it glowing at night. Alright everybody, thanks a lot for watching. Have a great night. And I will see you soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. All of that will help YouTube to push out my videos and suggestions and help my channel to grow. Appreciate you all being here. Take care, and I'll see you soon.